Hello, this is Kev, speaking from Black Me and being brutally honest with everyone. Um, at the beginning of each video, I always urge people to, it, if you can you go down below this screen and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, or hit the thumbs down button if you don't like what I'm saying. I do appreciate any opinion, whether you disagree with me or not, and that's the way I feel. That's what I feel is right. So, anyway, this is about the teen who died. Chicago resident died Friday night, and there are two sides to this story. Uh, Stephen Rosenthal was 15 years old when his life expired, and it was because of police intervention. Well, according to eyewitnesses, a bunch of kids were dancing, getting ready for a party, and the police pulled up out of nowhere. One of the kids that was a witness at the scene said Stephen didn't have anything to do with it. He just came up there to see his grandmother, and also he said he witnessed the cops shooting the kid. Um, yeah, like I said, he was 15 years old, and it's always a shame when a life is cut short. Was the cops had ruled this suicide, claiming that he put a handgun down and picked the he picked the handgun up and shot himself in the head. Um, I have a hard time believing this for a couple reasons. I mean, granted, I wasn't there, and I don't know if this is a suicide or not. But it seems like whenever a black man reaches for a gun, cops are very quick on the draw. So how did this kid have enough time to kill himself and even reach for a gun? All these cops saying that they're in fear of their lives. I mean, why would you even let a kid reach for a gun in the first place to kill himself? He might have pointed the gun at the cop. Also, what's funny about this is the fact that the family has not been able to view the body yet, and that's pretty sad and disrespectful. Which is also suspect as hell. Ballistics did rule that this was a suicide, but uh, due to lack of trust, it may be corruption. It might be corruption. I mean, they are hesitant to release the body cam footage, even though they claim the body cam footage doesn't show the actual suicide, which is funny. And why are they so hesitant when they weren't hesitant on Harith Augustus? Remember that shooting a few weeks back? The man committed. They said that there was a suspect outside of a barbershop, and when they came up on him, they pulled up his shirt, and there was two guns right there. So the first thing he did was run off, and when he turned around, it did look like he had his hand on his hip, reaching for a gun. I don't know if he was reaching for a gun or not, but he's not alive to tell us. So this is why I say this might be a bunch of bullshit. Now I'm about to show you a video of the eyewitness, one of the kids that were at the scene. Um, and you can formulate an opinion for yourself. Are you on the cop side, or are you also suspicious of what happened here? So okay. All right, and don't act like there's no corruption in police departments, because there is. I mean, research what happened in Dothan, Alabama, a few years back. So okay, let me go to this. All right, listen very carefully to what this kid says. Was it like a plainclothes officer? Yeah, he was not no, like, he had no shirt on, he had like plainclothes officer, like undercover kind of. But that's all right. Yeah. The plain clothes. Was he? You know, on a porch when this happened, or?
Where was he running to? I think this is what Channel 9 that's out here now.
Because they came in the gate, we was gonna tell them, y'all can't come down the gate. We was doing that, but they was already bad because we was looking at them while we was dancing or whatever. So they came back there.
Kids dancing.
Yeah, we danced the rest of the party.
Was any kind of crime being committed before the police pulled up?
We gonna see those videos on this phone of us dancing.
Right.
Everybody got on the Facebook.
Everybody. They was just on Facebook Live.
He got it in his phone. What's he got it in his phone?
The guy that was killed?
Fox 32 is out here too.
We was out on the front dancing or whatever. We all have a phone recording. We see the police stop by the stop sign on the corner. And they watching us. And the sun go off with that, we gonna get them some water. I say, all right, and he go back. As he gets to walking back, we see the police, they stop, they look at him, and that's when we get to walking to us, going down, we finna go through the path with us, because we get to running, because we know the police finna, we see them, we didn't know we was gonna shoot him, we thought we was gonna put him in cuffs with us. So we going back to that, he going upstairs, he turning around, I let's see the police right here. He turned around, police was like, he got a gun. No, we jumped on him. No, we got a gun. They put a gun at us. And it's a flashlight. They put the gun at us. We get to run into it, back to us to run it out. That's what happened.
So y'all were in the back of the front?
We was on the front, and then he went through the gangway to go to the back to get some water. And that's when we ran back to us. They shot him.
I got you, Vera.
They put the gun at us. We ran back from out the back to the front.
So they shot him on the side? They shot him on the side of the house?
No, they shot him in the back of the house.
They shot him in the back.
So he went through the side of the house to get to the back.
So y'all were listening to music, they pulled up, and he decided to go to somebody.
We was just jumping around playing and stuff.
We can't even play in our own community.
That's right.
How did you know he got shot? Tell him how you know the guy got shot.
I watched the police shoot him.
What did you see?
I see him. How?
And then how did you know
they shot him on the
shot?
porch?
How did you know somebody was shot?
The blood came down, rushing out the back door, off the third floor.
Off the third
Right
floor.
down on top of the washing machine.
It was rushing down
Rushing.
off the third floor.
You ever known Lil Steve security?
Nah, let's see. He chill. He came over there. He come over to see his grandma. He don't even know. Let's see. He none of that's going on. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He just.
That's sad, man.
And the fact they said this was self-inflicted, you guys are sounding like you're having a good time. Like, that doesn't make sense.
The video won't come out on this film, though. That's what they gonna see me dancing and all that.
What's your name?
Sherman.
How do you spell it?
SHERMAN.
And your last name?
Baker.
Do you have any pictures of your friend
Alyssa.
on your phone, or just in Facebook pictures or anything you can send me or send us?
They were dancing. They shot him on the third floor.
Yeah, shot him on the third floor.
On the third floor?
Upstairs.
And they were on the ground?
They was on the ground. They ain't even know.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's murder.
Murder.
That's murder.
That's murder. Then they shot him in the head. And then they tried to make it seem like he shot his own self in the head.
Right.
Right. He shot himself in the back of the head. Yeah.
Does anyone have any photo of him? Picture of Steve?
So you been
Nah, I took that day.
What's his name on Facebook?
Rich Kid Steve.
He was an eyewitness, and we didn't even know the media was here.
right. Exactly.
So otherwise,
I
we
didn't live
definitely
this
would have
way.
stopped this if we knew the media was here. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's Steve. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, bro.
let's get him away from these cameras.
Is anyone from
Let's get him away from these cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Right.
permission to us to use
You gotta
this
ask
photo.
that.
Right.
You can actually leave there like out on the front. So you can ask
All right,
the
we'll probably
police
go
allow
down
you to
there
cross that
and
line
get some
and
video.
go in where they're at on the porch or in the front area.
Hey,
Sure,
hey,
they want you to come out just as much as
Right.
hey, hold my phone, bro. Hold my phone. Hey, sharp.
Okay. I do commend the young man on his bravery. This is Stephen Rosenthal in his, I think this is, yes, Crane High School basketball jersey. And people that were close to him, they said that this kid was not depressed. He was planning his life out, even though he lost his mother earlier this year. He had persevered. my condolences to the family because the fact that he lost his mom. This is the second family member, loved one that they lost this year, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let me start on this. Okay, I know there are going to be some people out there that's going to say, "Well, what about all the black people that killing each other up there? Why do y'all always complain about this to cops?" Hey, look, if your tax dollars is going to a police department, they should be able to do the one thing that they are supposed to do. Well, two things: protect and serve. Now, do I believe a kid over the police? I would pretty much say what the kid, I believe he said his name was Sherman. I don't think that what he was saying was too far fetched. Because and listen to this, and this is I'm about to read a paragraph from the New York Times on this matter. And the article states, in 2017, the Justice Department released a report detailing a 13-month investigation of the Chicago Police Department and found that officers frequently used excessive force aimed at African Americans and Latinos. It's also found a deep lack of trust among residents. Also, the next paragraph, the report laid out unchecked aggressions, including an instance when an officer pointed a gun at teenagers on bicycles suspected of trespassing, and another case in which officers purposely dropped off young gang members in rival territory. Wow. So whenever see, here's what's kind of pissing me off about this. Whenever we mention Chicago, all everybody wants to talk about is young black kids killing each other. Young black kids killing each other. Well, it seems like to me that they're having a lot of help with this death going on around here. And honestly, if I feel like the cops were on the right side of things, because I can't say right side of the law because they are the law. If they were on the right side of things, they'll be doing more to help solve this than to add to it. And let's not discount the big bad R word in any of this. And the R word that does not stand for Rumpelstiltskin. It stands for racism. Yes, if you think that racism doesn't figure into any of these situations, and I just read you a paragraph saying that the Justice Department investigated the Chicago Police Department for 13 months, frequently to use excessive force against African Americans and Latinos and distrust among the community. Yes, then this is highly suspect. Like I said at the beginning of the video, they haven't even let the family view the body yet. I'm like, what are they trying to tamper with the body to make it look like he's trying to kill himself? Why don't y'all respect that family and let them see the body? I don't think this kid killed himself. I mean, who knows? If the cops hadn't pulled up, shit, Steven Rosenthal might still be alive today. It's sad. And I tell you what, you can bring up all the killings in Chicago all you want, but the police are supposed to be protecting the citizens. We hold them to a much higher standard than we hold a troubled teenager or troubled children or anything. And I'm not talking, when I say troubled teenager, I'm not talking about Steven Rosenthal. I mean, surrounded by the people who know, but the people who know him that he was always surrounded by. I mean, they said that kid was on the up and up. He was planning the rest of his life. Man, this is so sad. And it's kind of complicated too. So, I want to ask y'all a question. You can put it in the comment section. Who do you believe? I mean, especially if you're a Chicago resident who would probably have more insight on this. Who do y'all believe? Do y'all believe that do you believe the findings of the Chicago Police Department, or do you believe that something's fishy? I mean, did the young man in the video, did he have any reason to lie? Did he just want to get some cops, or does he want to seek justice for his friend who he claims that he witnessed was murdered by the police? If the police did murder him, is wrong, dead wrong. And I wish our Justice Department could do more to stamp out corruption and rogue, aggressive cops. Because, you know, they fire police officers. You know what they do? They go to another district and get hired. So just so they can kill again. Just research a lot of instances of police brutality. And I will also say this. I know there are good cops out there. I know there are cops out there that are just they're doing this to take care of their families. They do this because they actually want to protect and serve. My problem with those cops is it seems that how do I put it? They don't put their buddies in check. They don't put their corrupt like it's some kind of strange sick brotherhood type deal. The blue lives matter more than the black lives and the Latino lives. All right. What do y'all think? Could Stephen Rosenthal still been alive if the cops hadn't to intervene to mess with some black kids? Because no laws were being broken. They were just a bunch of kids just sitting around, playing, having a good time. They were actually getting ready for a party. This is sad. My condolences to the family. And I hope that you're able to find justice in all of this. All right. Once again, if you would like, please go below this screen and hit that subscribe button. Or, you know, hit the like button and hit the bell for notifications. Yeah, let's all grow together. Yeah, because you know, never a time in history do we need each other any more than we do now. All right. Talk to y'all later.